Hi, this is Chris Reddick with Chris Reddick Financial Planning. In this blog post, I talk about moving money from your 529 college savings plans to a Roth IRAs. So, for many years, this was not allowed. You could not actually use 529 college savings plans effectively unless the money was paid for college. If you took the money out, any earnings and from the plan would be taxed at ordinary income plus a 10% penalty if not used for college. But with the Secure Act 2.0 passed just this December 2022, by the beginning of 2024, with a lot of complications and restrictions, you can actually move money from a 529 college savings plan to a Roth IRA, right? So this is one of the concerns of many parents that talk to me, is that they're worried if they put all this money in the 529 plan and their child, goes to college, gets scholarships, financial aid, or whatever the case would be, is that the money in the plan would not be used for college, and then they would take it out and they have the penalty and they have to pay ordinary income tax and then so forth. So there's kind of a concern, is this overfunding 529 college savings plans. In my experience, I find that most of them are underfunded, not overfunded. So I think that's kind of the perception of many parents, but in reality, I don't find that's the case. But anyways, so this is a concern. So Congress passed some provisions for the 529 college savings plans, which essentially are money you can put aside, and then there's state sponsored plans, and then you can even get a state income tax deduction. Certain states have that as well. Okay, and then you invest it, and then you take it out during college. Okay, so the Secure Act 2.0 created this ability to actually roll this money into a Roth IRA. But there's many restrictions, because this can be abused very, very easily, right? So someone could just open a 529, then roll it over to a Roth, but you can't do that. There's all these rules and restrictions, which I'll go over in the blog post. So these are very recent. So the first one is the Roth IRA must be named in the beneficiary's name. Okay, so basically it could be your son or daughter who's a beneficiary of the 529 plan. They must be the beneficiary of the Roth as well, right? So it has to be opened in their name, okay? Or you can change the 529 plan and you can be the beneficiary. So the owner of the plan can actually be the beneficiary as well. Remember, with a 529 plan, the owner always controls who the beneficiary is. Okay, so that doesn't seem like huge restriction, but that's one of the rules. The second is a 529. This is an important one. Must be in existence for at least 15 years, right? It has to be in existence for 15 years. Now, why do they have this? Well, they don't want someone just to open a 529 plan, then roll it over to a Roth. They want, the intention of the 529 is to use it for college savings. So maybe 15 years is how long you would save for college, right? So it has to be open for at least 15 years. And then also, any contributions, earnings made in the last 5 years are not eligible for the Roth IRA rollover. So if you make any contributions in the last 5 years, or any earnings, are not eligible. So this prevents someone from just having it open for 15 years and just rolling it over immediately. So it has to be in for at least 5 years. So you can kind of see what the intention of what Congress was thinking there. Number 3, you're limited on how much you can roll over to a Roth IRA per year. Is limited to your actual Roth IRA contribution. So if your contribution is for 2024, say it's $6,500, that's not including any catch-up. If you're over 50, that would be the maximum you can actually roll over into the 529 plan. There's a lifetime limit of $35,000. So if you have a really highly funded Roth IRA, the maximum you can do per individual is $35,000. So if you have $200,000, left in the account, the maximum is 35. So you got to think about that as well. And plus the contribution limits are limited to your general Roth IRA contribution for that year. But this is a really interesting one, is that there's no income limits to contribute to a Roth IRA. There are income limits to contribute to a Roth IRA. If you're over a certain income, you can't contribute. You have to do what's called a backdoor Roth, which is a really complicated process. But with 529 plans, there's no income limits. So you can be like a multimillionaire, have a 529 plan, and then roll that money over to a Roth IRA without any income limits. Okay, so those are the 4 provisions in the Secure Act dealing specifically with 2.0, dealing with college savings plans. So I know these rules are really complicated, and of course I would speak to a financial advisor to kind of see what you have and what makes the most sense to do with your college, your 529 college savings plan. Okay, I hope this was useful. Reach out to me in the contact page below if I can be of service. Have a great day.